YouTube. Nice to see you again. Well, basically this video is going to be a short 5 to 7 minutes. My producer is going to inform me that. And I have to talk to you about the events on Earth that is coming along in the United Nations Assembly. The German president going to Mexico, dragging or accompanying 33 CEOs of German industry or German companies. The Prime Minister of Finland, my good friend, Helsinki Pub, having a Prime Minister that likes to show her titties when while in a wild party and Monday morning running to a lab to do a urine analysis test so he can show that she did not do coke. And now she's in the hot water because the opposition is going to give it a vote of no confidence to her. So the type of human being, the type of people that runs the European countries are extremely below standards. You know, our haters, the haters pick on the banana countries, Latin America, but we don't have 1/5 of the problems that the so-called smart European has. The society, the first world. Guys, the first world is really screwed right now. And if you follow the beast, if you follow the orders of Washington, they're going to die this winter. Talking about dying, now the phase 3 of the military operation in Russia has changed or has taken place. For the 23rd to the 27th, they're going to have a referendum in 4 oblasts, 4 states, 4 provinces, 4 whatever you want to call it, depends on your country. Donetsk, Lusan, Zaporozhye, and Kherson, I think it is. And that's a big chunk of land. Now, if the referendum passes, then automatically the petition goes to the Duma to accept them as a state of the Soviet, to the Russian Federal, what do you call it, the new name, Federal Union, Federal Republic, Federal, whatever the legal terminology is. And that would be the property. They don't care if the paper tiger EU or the US complain or the UN, not the National Assembly, because the National Assembly has to vote to make that illegal. But then again, I saw the briefing of the president of Serbia. How come in one is illegal, Ukraine, and what they did to Serbia, the West, is not illegal? So you got a contradiction, hypocrisy, and this is funny because the newly elected president of Colombia just went berserk on the West. They called him hypocrites and mercaderes de la muerte. Actually, the Pope used that term too, meaning that people that trade with the death. I mean weapons, selling weapons, not for defense, but to kill. This is why the West has lost. The EU and the US has lost all moral authority. And they have no support to the point, and now the Congress, US Congress, has made a law to punish the African continent because I said again, 0 country in Africa went with the West trying to punish Russia. That's disgusting, guy. When everybody in Africa and Latin America, there is no friends to the Western allies, so-called allies. And now, today, I was surprised early this morning when I saw the state visit of the Bundeswehr government to the Mexican government, through the president of Mexico, AMLO, and I cannot pronounce his name, the president of Germany. Not the chancellor, but the president deals with international affairs. So that tells us the Germans finally have woke up and realized that they have to do something because they cannot deal with the EU, and then they're reaching out to Latin America. I don't know if they're going to go to Venezuela, as most of you know, might not know, Venezuela got the richest deposit, the number one deposit in oil, and I think it's number 5 or number 4 deposit of gas, natural gas. They haven't said nothing about going to Venezuela. So now the law has changed in Russia. 700,000 rubles to join the military. Conscript. I get it 5 minutes already, and 7 million rubles if the soldier dies in combat. So you're gonna start seeing people from other countries, the old Soviet states, Syria, Libya, Iranian. They don't need to speak Russian anymore. The language requirement went away. So this is very interesting because now the West will try to get the hegemony, and Russia will defend the freedom of the rest of the world. So this is not a simple fight between two powers. This is for the freedom of the world, technically. And then, like all the non-Western countries has told out the UN and what the UN stands for. And this is amazing. And when Russia was tracking the 82 ships with grain, only 2 went to Africa. The rest went to Europe. The 2 African were Yemen and Djibouti. It's like, wait a minute, the Europeans were crying, oh, the poor people in Africa. They did not get jack. They went all to them. So hypocrisy is already in the global south. The U.S. lost the authority, the moral authority, and the Europeans, nobody cares about them no more. They all can go to hell in one basket, and nobody even drop one tear, because everybody has seen what they are, basically. They lost it. They lost it for having very short-minded and following something that it was designed to destroy them. Hopefully, German will rescue something out of the business, but they tore up the system already. It used to be the third power. Talking about economical power now, is like unbelievable. $1,100 for a gas bill. Unbelievable. I mean, okay, guys, be careful. Get ready. Get prepared. Get your rice, your beans, black beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, because we're gonna have a period that we don't know what's gonna happen. Cooking oil is very important, and some seasoning. Don't get into big items. Secure your money that you can reach, because you might have a network problem, which will be normal. You know what I mean? If you're at a war, networks first target, like it happened already in Yugoslavia, how the NATO did to Yugoslavia. Somebody else can do to the West too. Okay, guys, be careful, be aware of what's happening, wake up. You have 2 parts in the world, they're not gonna get together, the world is not gonna go back like it was. Talk to you later, be prepared, bye.